Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel, everyone. For those of you that are new here, my name is Zoe, my pronouns are she, her, and I'm coming to you from the unceded territory of the Musqueam, Tsleil-Waututh, and Squamish peoples. If that introduction is new to you, I recommend you check out the links here and down below in my description so you can learn more about that kind of introduction. So today we're going to be talking about sustainable lifestyle, what that means, how to do it, and a few of the different components we have to think about when we want to live sustainably. So we're not just going to be talking about glass or metal straws and smoothie bowls. We're going to get down to the nitty-gritty of what sustainability actually is for an individual, for your actions in the world, but as a collective also how we can make that happen. So as you can see, my hair is a mess. I just got up and took a shower. I'm not quite ready for the day yet. So I'm going to go do my morning routine and I will come right back to you all with the details. Hey y'all, welcome back to the next day. We're here, we're making it happen. So there are three main spheres of sustainability I'm gonna be talking about in this video and throughout my channel. There's a lot of intersectionality and depth to each of these that I'm not gonna get into today, just for the sake of time, but we will dive into those in the future as I discuss them more in my other videos. But these three spheres are essentially your own personal sustainability. This is essentially your personal well-being, mental and physical health. The second one is your individual actions. So this is what you're gonna see the most content on YouTube when you look up sustainable lifestyle. And the last one is collective action, activism, and politics. This is probably the one that I see the least content on under the sustainability tab, but I think arguably is one of the most important ones for actually making real long-term change. For the first sphere, your personal sustainability or personal well-being, this really covers the way that you take care of yourself in every single day. This is how you stay hydrated, the foods you eat, how you move your body, and just making sure that your mental and physical health are doing their best. So this is going to change for every individual person, every day, every year, and it's never going to look the same or be the same needs for two different people. So I'm going to do my best over this channel to kind of address some of the things that I have done personally that have really helped me, talk about some of the struggles that I have had with different health issues with food and body image, but really this is going to be just most basic, how are you sustaining your own ability to do work in the other two spheres in the long run. The second sphere of sustainability is your individual direct action. So as I said earlier, this is really where you see the most content on YouTube and often the most conversations, because there has been a huge push by industry actually to put the responsibility of environmentalism and taking care of the planet onto the individual. So while I'm going to talk partially about things that you can do as an individual to help reduce your footprint, often makes you feel better. I know personally I sleep a lot better at night knowing that I'm doing everything I can today within my power to reduce the harm I do on the planet. But I'm also going to be talking about why this kind of way of seeing things, this individualization of action, is actually really problematic when it detracts from larger collective action and larger political change. We will get into some of the helpful things you can do and ways at different price points that this can be accessible and why it's not accessible, but we're also going to get into the third sphere, which is why we need to really rally together collectively to make large scale change. So the third sphere, and the one that I personally think is one of the most important but least discussed on this platform, is collective action, activism, and getting involved in politics. You often see a lot of rhetoric, especially in the influencer community, that people want to be apolitical. They want to not sway people from one way or the other, not get involved in that mess. I'm sorry, that mess is why we're all here, and to not talk about that is, I'm sorry, it's so frustrating. Often is a real attempt to overlook the inherent intersectionality between sustainability and just everything else in the world, essentially. So on this channel, I am going to be talking about the intersection of politics, capitalism, the individualization of change, and how this impacts pretty well everything else in our life and really plays a role in who can be involved, who has seats at the table, and why this is so important to talk about. So while I'm going to do my best to cover a lot of these different topics under this umbrella of sustainable lifestyle and under these three spheres, I'm going to focus specifically on what I personally know best. I am a food justice advocate. I currently work for a nonprofit that I founded here in Vancouver, BC, working to help produce more local, sustainable food for our communities. I'm also a professional personal trainer because I've seen the amazing impact that moving my body has had on my personal, mental, and physical health, and that is something I'm really passionate about and will also be sharing here on this channel. And lastly, I have 2 degrees in environmental politics. I have a bachelor's and a master's degree looking at this specifically, so I'll be talking about the large-scale, international, and more local side of politics and how important that is, how impactful that is, and why it's really impossible to do this work and be apolitical. So if any of these topics sound like something you're interested in learning more about, I highly recommend you hit that subscribe button down below, leave a comment in the comment section about what kind of videos and topics you are most interested in. Give this video a like because it'll really help support my channel. Follow me on Instagram at Zoe Rhiannon. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye! To make large scale